Greetings, Earthbound travelers. It's Saturday night. That means it's time for some D&D with us here at Will of the Dice. We got a special one for you tonight. Raff the Mad is going to be our DM. Before we get into it, though, we do have a few quick announcements. First and foremost, we are for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Secondly, we do not encourage the use of nicotine products such as cigarettes, cigars, or vaping. We want you to be happy and healthy, and just because we do it doesn't mean you should. Finally, we are in no way, shape, form associated or affiliated with any TTRPG productions, creators, or manufacturers. We're just a group of individuals coming together to play our game and get down on it. We'll do introductions and then hand it over to Raft. So I'll start. I am Tier the DM, the world's okayest DM, and tonight I'll be Tier the player. And hopefully my dice will not suck like they did last week in Patrick's one shot. Tonight I am playing Victus Smee, the great grandson of a famous first mate. You'll get it or you won't. He is 6 foot tall, long brown hair, green eyes, mustache, goatee, dressed in all black. And you can find me on Twitter at tier the underscore DM. Blah.
You all right?
No.
No? It's okay. We'll get through it together. Hi, this is Ames. Tonight I am playing Murray D. Wagglebum. He's a 4.5 foot tall kinder bard that has a full-size set of bagpipes. And I'm a she-her. He's a he-they. He's got black and white. It's black hair with white streaks. It's all piled on top of his head and a mess of curls. He's got little silver hoops all pierced on the outside of his ears, and he's just here to have a great time and play some bagpipes. You can find me over on Twitter at LollyGFIFO.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley, she, her, and tonight I'm going to be playing Gurk, they, them. Gurk is a 7 foot tall bugbear monk with kind of reddish brown fur all over him. Tends to wear plain gray robes and a pair of simple darker gray pants. Got kind of a chill, laid back attitude. Just interested to see what they're going to be doing. You can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
Hi everyone, it's me, Patrick. A he, they, playing tonight Galfax, a he, him, half-drow ranger, wearing dark green common clothes, a cloak, and carries a yukla and a light hammer, and fights in sort of like a ice pick style kind of thing. He is here to see some adventure. And you can find me on Twitter at Peculiar Patrick.
And greetings, gamers. I am Raff the Mad. Tonight, I'll be your host for this strange cacophony of fuckery and twistedness. So, I can be found at BOKDragon13,000 at dice.camp on Mastodon. And if you're all ready, we shall get started. Oh, sorry. That's for later. You all have been traveling for most of the day. Why you're traveling together, you just can't remember anymore. Nor do you think you care. It's been 2 days in this swamp, and it's been nothing but hard rain. We've been trying to get through it as quick as possible, but the trail's hard to follow. At this point, late in the afternoon, with the rain coming down, a trail that's supposed to be above the water is now knee-deep in cold, sloggy, wet mud and muck and murk. You were tired. You were worn out. And nothing but thunderclouds and rain coming down. As you're moving along, the ground starts to rise. Above you see an island in the swamp itself. Something above the water and the murk. You see some trees. You see the road kind of lift up out of the muck and over to some almost dry land. As yet, this island still has been hammered by water just like you. And you step out of the murk, the muck. You see a farmhouse. But you don't see anybody about. Behind the farmhouse, you see what looks like a stable and some more trees. The path leads up to the farmhouse, or it leads back down into the swamp. As the light starts to come down, what little there is slowly darkening, you see off to the right, you see a garden that's been well maintained and sunflowers far to the back. What would you all like to do?
By Captain Hook's mercy, I see we have dry land. I think we should see about staying here tonight.
Sounds good to me. Y'all might have only been up to your knees in water, but my bum, the waggle part of my bum, has been soaked for a while.
Oh, little one, why didn't you say something, man? I can give you a ride if you want.
Really?
Yeah.
He's just gonna give me like, okay.
Hey, Gurk will just scoop him up.
Thanks, bud.
Oh, anytime.
What do your ranger eyes see, Ranger?
That's a good question. What do my ranger eyes see, good DM?
I've wondered if that. Give me an investigation check.
Do. Investigation, you say?
Investigation.
Well, I can do that. I can do that as soon as the technology works with me. Investigation. Oh yeah, we love flat rolls. Ooh, 19.
Yes. It looks like a well-maintained farmhouse in front of you. Could hold a family, but it is dark. You look at the door. The door is shut. All the windows are shuttered, which they probably should be in the rain that it is. But it does not feel like there's anybody about. You see one door straight up the path, leading straight up the path, and the path itself curves around behind to what looks like stables in the back.
Well, it seems we have two options, he'll say in a deeper voice than I can do. We could try and see if anybody is about in the house, or we can sneak into the stables to at least get out of this rain.
Well, why don't we knock first? And if no one answers, we can just go crash with the horses. Straw's warm and shit, man.
Okay.
Alfax will head to the door then, hoping that the rest of the party will follow behind him.
Victor follows behind, keeping his hand on his scimitar.
As you get up to the door, you notice there are 4 windows on this side of the building facing into the road in the swamp. And the door itself is wreathed in garlic.
They must really...
Alfax will knock.
You knock. You hear the dull thud of your knock echoing through the house inside. You don't hear anybody respond.
I'd like to see if the door is locked.
The door is locked.
I
You
would
rattle
like
it.
to pick the door or pick
Why?
the lock.
Sure. Give me a sleight of hand check for that, please.
21.
It's really simple. It's a simple farm lock. You could have like taken a. You just like move your dagger a little bit and it comes on the door, and you push the door in and the door opens. As you see into the entryway.
As the door opens, Victor look at the party. They done forgot to lock the door. Yes, his accent changes on purpose.
Oh, dude.
As you look in, you see a hallway down to the back of the building. A darkened doorway off to your right, or correction, your left. Another hallway off to the right, and a circle of candles and salt in front of the door.
These people like to season their doors and floors. Is that a thing around here? I mean, that seems kind of weird to me.
It must be. Do y'all want me to scout it out?
Man, that sounds good. Girk's gonna reach up and take a bulb of garlic and stuff it in his pocket. Their pocket.
I will. Victor will raise their hood and attempt to stealth into the house to take a look around.
All right. All right, go ahead and give me the stealth check for that.
17.
I'll make note of that. How long I've waited to say that to you?
Don't worry, I made a note of it.
There's a note been made.
Right. As you look at the map on Owlbear, like I said, there's the darkened doorway. You could think it leads into a larger room off to your left, and a hallway off to your right, and then several doors further down the hallway.
How many doors?
Looks like 2 doorways further down the hallway, and then of course a door at the end of the hallway leading out. And at the other end, you spy more candles and salt in front of the door.
As my dear old dad would say, this place gives me the heebie-jeebies. Worse than a ticking clock it is. I say we go to the stables.
This place is just weird, but I'm good either way. Wherever you guys want to go.
What do you think, little ranger buddy? You want to go just like chill with the horses?
It's not really our house to stay in, so while staying in the stables is not as dry, it's probably closer to being more respectful.
Aw, no, man. Stables are nice and dry when they're kept right. I've slept with many a horse and pig.
His eyes just go wide and nods, and Galfix starts heading towards the stables.
What?
right.
It's warm.
And Gurk and Waggle Bomb up here. So, are you heading around to the left or to the right of the building? Clockwise or counterclockwise around the building? Following the path, which goes clockwise around?
Following the path.
As you come around to the backside of this farmhouse, you see a well in the back, well maintained, and stables, also well maintained, but they're currently shuttered. Doors themselves are shut. And then off to the right, further away, almost into the tree line, you see a family graveyard.
Looks like some folks done bit it. We should go take a look.
I'll
Wait,
give you cover from over here.
what'd they bite? You said someone bit it. What'd they bite?
I think that's one of those euphemisms or one of those things they say for when somebody's dead.
Oh, dude, bummer.
Yeah. This whole time that Girk's been carrying Murray, just like you know how toddlers, when you're holding them, sometimes will do that thing where they're playing with your hair or your arm hair, just kind of casual. He's been doing that with the fur. He's just casually, like the fur of your shoulder, kind of working his fingers in it. Not, you can tell it's very absent-minded.
Righto. Reckon I'll go take a look then. We'll go
Right.
investigate the graveyard.
Fair enough. You wander over. The path itself is not that well laid down, but over into the graveyard, you find 4 freshly dug graves and one that's open and full of water because it's raining. There is a large grave marker for a family called McVicker, but that's all that is there. It's just a big stone plinth and 4 freshly dug graves.
Righto. Okay, I've been
Um,
going since 4 a.m. this morning. The voice has got to go. Victor will move back to the party.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think
thanks.
that I
Go ahead.
think that we've come upon the realm of the undead. There's 4 freshly dug graves, 1 open, the garlic, the salt, the candles.
I have no experience with these such things.
I just know from reading the Penny Dreadfuls.
Mm. Mm.
Raph? Oh, sorry, go ahead, James.
No, go ahead.
Do any of us have any experience with undead?
Do you? You would have some passing knowledge of the generic and common knowledge for undead. Is there a
Alright.
specific question you wish to ask, or are you just in general saying what you would know?
No, just in general.
Yes. Exactly what Mr. Smee had said, what you would learn from the Penny Dreadfuls. Gothix, give me another perception check.
Ooh, that's a 4.
Nope. I'll make note of that. You're standing here in the late evening. The sun's starting to get dark, or go down and get dark as the clouds still fill the sky with rain. Looking around you, you have the stables next to you. The doors are closed. The house behind you, dark. What would you like to do?
Oh, dude. Did we lock the door when we left the house?
No. I'll go do that. Y'all check out the barn.
Should you be going anywhere by yourself if we think we're dealing with, like, you know, dead things?
Don't worry. I'll call out the special word if there's any trouble.
They're gonna kind of look around a little. What's the special word?
Help.
Dude, that's a good one.
Murray's gonna raise their hand and be like, I've never seen an undead. I can follow you.
I work better alone. And we'll try to stealth back to the front of the house.
All right, go on and roll your stealth.
28.
Noted. Even the rain doesn't see you as you slither on around the corner back towards the front of the house. Let's see. Are the rest of you going to check out the barn?
See.
Yes.
All right, we'll start there. You're all hanging out around the barn door. It is closed, or the stable door is. The double door swings out. They're closed. What would you like to do about that?
How do open stable doors?
You pull on the doors, they open wide. And the first thing you smell is death, decay. Like something died in there.
Ew. Who farted?
I don't think that's dead. I don't think that's a fart, my little friend.
Okay, maybe you're right, but that is really bad.
Yeah, that's definitely not usual horse smell.
You're still standing outside. Are you going to stick your head inside and look around?
Not without drawing my light hammer and yikla first.
You draw your light hammer yikwa and you stick your head in. Okay. You have dark vision, so you're able to see even though you do not have light. Inside it is a simple stable, two stalls. You see stacks, tack and gear for a plow horse, and hay and straw stacked neatly. You look in one, the closest one of the two stalls, and you see a horse. Dead. Very, very dead horse. And this one right here.
Okay.
As you get closer to it, you look at it, you know this is not, you don't have to make a perception check for this. It looks dry, desiccated. And you note that the smell isn't coming from here. You think this horse has been dead for a while.
Here y'all coming out from the rain.
Yeah, all right. Did you want me to put you down, little one?
Yeah, it's probably for the best, just in case there's some kind of something in here and...
Yeah, totally get it. They will set Murray down.
You both step inside and it is dry. There's no more raindrops on your head. You see the same thing, a rather desiccated dead horse in the first stall.
Murray's gonna shake off like a wet dog, or Girk is gonna shake off like a wet dog.
Murray is now extra wet.
Ugh.
Oh, dude, sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. He's gonna, like, kind of tilt their head over and, like, wring some water out of their hair. It's okay. I mean, really, other than a little bit that slung in my eye, I mean, we're all so wet it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
So, that horse doesn't look good.
No.
Girk's gonna look back toward the door that we came in through, make sure nothing's there.
No. The light fading, it is quiet. Very quiet. Is anyone going to check out the second stall?
I'll check it out again.
All right.
Not again, but for the first time.
All right, you step around in the second stall. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny. Sure, that's a good one. Bah. Whoa, that's a big one. There. He'll be purple too. In the stall there, you see a dead body. Human, male, mussed up clothes. You know, looks like fairly common. He's got blood all over his back. And you see a dagger sticking in it.
put away my weapons and enter into the stall to try and investigate this body.
Cool. In the meantime, at the front door,
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
tick tock, Mr. Smee, you come around the corner and the door is open, just like you left it.
I will close the door and attempt to use my thieves' tools to lock it.
All right, give me a sleight of hand check.
13.
After about a minute, you're able to just nudge it out. It's been well used. You're able to lock the door. It is locked and closed in front of you. You are outside in the rain, raindrops falling on your head.
Victor will take the wreath of garlic and put it around his head and head back towards the barn.
Cool. About this time, you come around the corner and into the barn or into the stables. And as you do, you walk in just in time to see Galfex walking into the second stall.
What
Galfex,
you
was-
doing? I'll follow.
Check it out.
Holy
the
shit,
dead
that
body.
dude's dead.
Yep. I'd like to do a medicine check to see, like, death stuff.
Sure, go ahead.
9.
You're fairly sure he died to a dagger in the back.
I want to check him for loot.
You dig through his pockets. He doesn't have much. You maybe find 10 silver, some copper, a torch, the clothes on his back, and a dagger on his back.
Take it all.
Cool. You take it all.
While they were
Nope.
go ahead.
Nope.
While they were doing that, Murray would have walked up because he heard, somebody's dead, got insanely curious. He came walking up and he's basically like looked between, if Galfax and Victor are standing like close to each other, he's kind of like done the thing where he's like leaned between them. Ooh, how long do you think he's been dead and who killed him?
That is a mystery. But it definitely appears that possibly this dagger is his reason for death.
You mean the dagger did it by itself? That's a crazy
Just-
cool dagger. Murray's gonna like take his foot and kind of like poke the body with his toe. Are we sure it's dead? I've heard stories like the undead. We've all heard stories about like they look dead, but then they're not dead. Usually something happens like ooh, and then all of a sudden, they're not dead anymore, and they're trying to eat people.
Mm-hmm. Tyr, please note that you have a dagger in your inventory.
So, like, what should we do?
He does smell pretty ripe.
I mean,
I
it's
say we
been,
drop him in the grave.
The water-filled one? I'm with
Yeah.
you.
All right. I'll get the arms, you get the legs.
Legs it is.
Mm,
bye, Mr. Dead Guy.
You sure you got that? I can carry it.
Like the whole thing, or
How big is this guy?
maybe 5'6", and maybe 180 pounds soaking wet to borrow the pun.
I might be able to do it myself.
We'll keep guard. You carry the body.
All right. They'll reach down, start to pick up the body. Sorry, little dude. Heave Mulder over their shoulder. like a sack of taters.
You pick up the dead body, and he smells pretty ripe and gooey. And you walk him out the door. The two of them keep guard. Smee now smells like garlic. And you walk him over to the grave, and you dump him in the open grave.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception check, please.
Alrighty. What is Girk's perception? 17.
You don't notice anything. He goes kersploosh, like a big splash, and he sits there, semi-floating in the grave that's only a couple feet deep. What would you all like to do at this point? You have a body in the grave, the stables behind you.
I'm tired of being rained on. We'll ignore the horse with no name. I'll be happy to get out of the rain, and walks into the barn.
Yeah, Girk will turn around, follow Victor Smee back to the barn.
Same with Galfax.
Murray follows too.
You all fall into the barn. It is dark. It is dry, but it's still somewhat chill. I assume you're going to bed down for the night?
Shut the door, bar it. Start a small fire in the middle. Small fire.
You mean don't burn down the barn?
Yeah, don't burn down the barn.
Yeah, you can pull that off. It's wet. It's rainy.
I'll take first watch.
Second.
Oh, I can take whatever you need.
I can go third.
Alright, then I'll take the morning shift. Girk's gonna like yank their backpack off, toss open their bedroll, and they'll basically like just turn around and flop flat on it.
Ow. Like a thwack, you fall into bed. Because those are hard floors.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else turn in, and Mr. Smee is holding watch.
Yep.
See.
All right, Mr. Smee, please give me a perception check.
Nine.
It is dark. It is rainy.
I have dark vision. Just
Yep. It is still dark and it's still rainy, but you can see in the dark and the rain. Maybe hour goes by. And the doors start to rattle and push just a little bit. Not in time with the wind.
will hit Galfax gently to wake them up.
Yeah. What is it, Victor?
The doors. They're moving.
He'll just nod his head. He'll take out his light hammer and Yikwa and kind of creep over to the door and put his ear up against it to see if he hears anything out there.
You hear nothing, and the doors don't seem to be moving.
We'll go back over to Victor. I'll stay up the rest of the time with you until the third watch, and then I'm going back to sleep.
Oh. Suppose I can move Mr. Spectre into the grave. You guys sit watch.
Yep.
All right. Both of you can perception checks at this point.
Go ahead.
9.
9?
17.
Ooh. Miss Wagglebum. Mary.
Yes.
Let's see. What's your passive perception? Murray, you're having this wonderful dream that you're on the sea. You hear the water rushing back and forth. You feel the world rocking back and forth. And you wake, and you're rocking back and forth. And as you wake up, Mr. Smee, you look over, and Murray's sleeping bag roll has been moved slowly, like it's been dragged.
Oh, fuck this.
Hey, who's been like moving my stuff, man? I was having such a great dream.
Gert, you may want to wake up.
Oh, what, dude? My time?
We got some kind of unearthly visitor. The doors have been rattling and something just moved Murray across the floor.
Something fucked with Murray? Oh, fuck no, man. They're gonna stand up, like, crack their neck and shoulders, and like, alright, do this.
Mr. Galfax, what are you doing?
Just looking around the room, looking for anything, just staying on high alert with the Lighthammer and Yikwa out.
There's simply the fire going, everyone's standing up, looking around. You don't seem to notice anything at this point. You're all standing, looking at each other, glancing around, trying to figure out why and what's been going on. Mr. Smee smells like garlic. What is it you all would like to do about this?
I think we're gonna have to go back and look and find out what's in the house. I don't know. They seasoned their floors really good. Something's up.
What do you think, Galfax?
I think there is something here at work that we do not understand. But if we wish to go inside of the house, then I will go inside of the house with you.
Gert, what do you think?
I'll go wherever you all go. But if something's fucking with Murray, I'm gonna fuck it up.
Thanks, Kirk. You're a good friend.
No thanks needed, little buddy.
And suddenly, Mr. Smee gets a vicious headache because the DM looked at chat. So you're all going to make your way over to are you going to the back door or the front door?
Do we want to go
Murray,
to... Yes.
you note something. It's really dark out there.
I mean, it's really dark out there. I think some of you guys can see in the dark. I can't. So somebody else needs to probably go first.
Do you need me to carry you again?
Might not be a bad idea, at least until we get to the house.
Alright. They are gonna scoop Murray up and like wrap one of their extra long arms like around Murray, like a mom holding on to their sleepy toddler.
There's an image.
Mm-hmm. And you were worried about a Kinder in the party. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm. I was. Silly me. Right. So the four of you, are you headed for the back door? Or going to go around to the front?
Back door.
You guys hurry through the rain in the dark to the back door. You notice the back door is also covered in garlic. And you reach to open the door, and it is locked like the front.
I will try to unlock it. 13.
Few seconds, especially with practice on the first, it's the same style lock, simple. It opens, and you push the door in. And in front of you again is talk. In front of you is a circle of candles and some salt right around the entryway to the door. And as you come to the door, you see literally just past that a closed doorway to your left and kind of an open, darkened doorway into another room to your right. Closed door, open door.
Oh, Victor, wait. Come here a minute before you go in there. When you step close to Murray, he's going to sing a little song. He's not going to play his bagpipes this time. But he's going to sing a little song to you and give you bardic inspiration.
Who was that to?
Victor, because weren't you the one that was in front?
Yeah.
So before you go any further into the house.
Thank you, Mary.
It's the
I
eye
would
of the
like to
tiger.
look into the open door.
You step into the open doorway, looking it's dark, but with your vision, you're able to see that it is a kitchen.
The heart of the home.
Mm-hmm. You see a doorway leading to another larger, darker room to the south, but it is empty. The hearth is cold. The ovens are cold. You see food semi-prepared on the table in front of you, like someone had been working on a meal.
How fresh is it?
Give me, let's see, what would be a good one for that one? Let's do an insight on that one.
$23.
Oh, probably about 3 or 4 days, give or take a couple hours.
Oh.
The mold on the cheese has grown. The bread itself is starting to get kind of moldy. The onions are pretty strong, and there's lots of garlic everywhere.
What is it, Victor?
They were making food. The food's here, been here about 3 days. It was in the middle of being prepped. So whatever took them by surprise.
Ah, man.
Give me an insight check, Mr. Victor.
Dirty 20.
The augmented 20 tells you there's enough food for about one person here.
So there's enough food for one person, but 4 graves. So the killer came in, killed them, was fixing something to eat, went into the stables, and was killed by a ghost.
Dude.
Or it was a magic like dagger that did it on its own.
Victor will hand the dagger to Murray.
Because, you know.
Wait, when did we start playing Shots and Daggers? Sorry. Y'all.
You reach out the door. I assume, Victor, you're in the kitchen itself.
Yeah.
I assume the rest of you have come down the hallway.
See,
Yeah.
I take it Girk's in the back.
Yep, with Murray still in arm.
Mm-hmm. Yep, right next to you, Girk, is a closed door. And you see down the hallway in front of you the front door. And then another hallway just before the front door as well.
They're gonna look at the closed door. What do you guys think is in this one?
Maybe the bathroom?
Let's find out. And Galfax will kick the door open.
Oh, was I standing in front of the door?
Yes, you were standing in front of the door.
Oh, then as soon as Galfex says, let's find out, Girk was just gonna reach out and, like, try to turn the doorknob.
It's unlocked. It opens fairly easily. Of course, Wagglebum can't really see anything because this is all dark. It's very dark in here now that the light is gone and it is night. But for those who can see in the dark, it is a bedroom. You see a journal book on the desk itself, a bed, some bags, and some tables.
See bags on the table?
Some bags kind of over near a chest. Some bags, a table, a writing desk with a journal on it, a bed, a single person bed.
All the single people.
When you say bags, do you mean like traveling bags, like someone who's maybe packing to leave?
No, more like sacks, like you'd put stuff in.
All right. Oh, dude, someone's room.
Galfax will scooch past Girk and enter the room.
You enter the room as I described. It is, it's a 20 by 20 room. You got a window that leads out to the back. It is closed.
Is there something on the desk?
Yes, there is. On the desk, there is a journal that is open. Looks like someone had been writing in it.
I'd like to try and investigate the journal.
Do you speak or read Common?
I do.
Very good. The journal seems to be that of a young girl. Well, young lady, adolescent, from what you gather from just how the tonalities is. She'd been writing in it. The last entry was something about her younger sister, Anne, getting sick. And that was maybe about 2 weeks ago.
That's the last entry is about Anne getting sick.
Yes.
Okay.
She'd fallen ill and had to be put into bed. She was kind of pale and and Mom couldn't help her. And that's the last entry.
He'll close the book and walk out of the room.
You close the book and you walk out of the room. Mr. Smee, while they've been in the room, what would you like to do?
I'm going to go through that other door.
With your magic power of seeing in the dark, you walk through the other door and don't stub your toe. As you walk into a dining room, a family hearth, some chairs, a table with some cups and bowls on it, untouched. A couple deer antlers on the wall.
How many settings?
Looks like 6 settings. 5 of them match, 1 does not.
I would like to investigate the room, please.
Roll an investigation check.
Let's use this D20. We should not have used that D20. That is 4 with my +3.
Sweet. It's a room. You're fairly sure it's the dining room, and you're fairly sure everyone sat at the table. The 6 people sat here today at the table at some point, or, well, could have sat here at the table. You do note that it hasn't been used and looks like it's been cleaned up. And of course, you see the other doorway, entranceway into the hallway leads to the front door.
I'll go out back into the hallway.
You come back out of the hallway and... Oops. Stop. Thank you. There we are. Didn't see that.
We saw nothing.
Exactly.
I mean, you know,
Albert being silly.
Murray didn't, because Murray's the only one in this party that can't see shit right now until he falls over it.
Yep. Galfax, you look up as Mr. Smee. As you exit the room, Mr. Smee comes out from the other room. What was it you'd like to do?
He points back at the room he just exited out of. Bedroom. Journal. Last entry about a girl getting sick.
Dining room. 5 match settings, 1 mismatch setting. None of them used.
Go. Walk down the hallway to Smee.
You come down the hallway to Mr. Smee.
Hey guys, you think it might be a good idea to maybe like light a torch, a candle? I mean, I know you all can see, but it is kind of weird to be in here and I can't see anything, and you know, eventually Girk may need to put me down for some reason.
Are there any lanterns or anything in the room, in the bedroom
Yes.
that we had searched?
Yes, there are candles on the wall. Little candelabras. And candles. And there's also candles in the hallways.
If anyone's got like something to light it with, there's all these candles.
Oh, yeah. And Murray's gonna like scramble around in his one little belt pouch. He's actually got a little candle and some matches, or the tinder, the flint and tinder to light it. I just didn't want to light it until I talked to you guys, because I didn't know if we're being like super sneaky or whatever, you know.
Yeah, no, you're not being super sneaky. You heard Mr. Smee clunking through the other.
Wait a minute, Murray, before you use your candle. And Galfex will wave his hand up and snap his fingers, whispering in Undercommon, and we'll cast the cantrip Produce Flame. And just kind of start contact juggling a small ball of flame in his hand.
Murray's eyes are gonna get huge, like, Cats, the whole, oh my god, that is so awesome.
Murray, you were lucky you were being held by Girk at this point, because otherwise you would have tripped and fall as you're watching the light dance down there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as you see with the light, the other hallway goes down the way. You see 2 doors on the right, 2 doors on the left, and it looks like a darkened hallway at the end.
Which one you want, Galfax? I'll take the other.
I'll take the one closest to the end of the hallway. That way, Wagglebum can still see.
Cool. All right. While you're at it, also everyone give me perception checks, please.
While all this is happening, Girk has stepped forward from the door and put like a handful of ball bearings on the floor in front of the door.
Oh, you mean the rear door?
Yeah.
Okay. Noted. Interesting. I assume you all went down to the hallway they were going into?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Follow.
All right. Galfax, what was your perception check?
10.
Cool. Girk.
10.
Murray.
17.
And Mr. Smee.
14.
Noted. Mr. Wagglebum, as you wander down, you see Galfex getting ready to go into the left door or the right door.
I believe it's the left one.
One towards the top of the screen.
Yes.
Door is unlocked. You open up. It is another bedroom. In here, there's a smaller bed, a table, chair, a desk with a book open on it.
Wagglebum, go check out that desk since I have to play with this flame so you can see.
Okay. He's gonna walk right in. He'll walk up to the desk and look at the book.
All right. You're looking at the book. Mr. Smee, you went further down?
Yep.
Cool. All right, we'll get to that in a second. Mary, you look at the book. It's a children's book.
Ooh, it's a book
It's
of children's stories.
Mm-hmm. You know, about a happy bunny and some mice and a field and some bopping. It's a wonderful story.
Murray's gonna look back at Galfax. Yeah, this is a great story. He's gonna flip some pages, and then as he's gonna wander over to the other part of the room, and as he does, he's gonna just kind of not the. It's kind of like he closed the book and just kind of drags his hand with it across the table and kind of walks towards the other table. So he's
Funny.
nonchalantly taking it.
I was gonna say it's gonna be funny. Your bag gets a little bit heavier as a book appears in it. You notice a little. As you walk past the table, you see a bunch of little lead figures,
Oh,
like children's toys.
yeah. I think maybe this was a kid's room. You know, the kid's book, and he's gonna hold up one of the figures, and then these little guys.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a knight in shining armor, except for it's not very shining and it's made out of lead. It looks like it's been played with fairly hard. The sword's kind
Does
of
it
bent
have
and dull.
dreadlocks?
No. But you pick up the second one, and it is all green with some yellow coloring on it, and it does have dreadlocks.
Oh, this one's really cool. Look at it. He's gonna hold it up in Galfax's face.
Galfax, you have trouble focusing on this miniature that's in your face.
Yes, very cool. Very cool.
Cool.
Check under the bed.
Okay. Murray's gonna go over there and look under the bed.
Give me a perception check, please.
Yep. That would be a 19.
Just for a second, you see something under there. But as you get closer, you call for Galfax to bring the light closer you can see, and there's nothing.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought there was something under there, but now that the light's over here, no, it's all clear. It's just some dust bunnies over there in that one corner.
Dust bunnies, stare back. Just kidding.
Galfax will call out into the hallway. Shmee, how we doing?
And we cut to Mr. Smee. Were you going to the second door there?
Yes.
As you get closer, you're able to peek around the corner into that hallway. And you see it's a side door. Again, covered in garlic, with a ring of salt and candles around the drenched way to the door. And you peek around, there's a door to the north leading into a room that's further up in that hallway.
I will draw a scimitar and head to the furthest room first.
Okay. You disappear around the corner.
Trying to be stealthy.
Give me a stealth check, please.
21.
All right. At this point, I need everyone but Mr. Smee to earmuff. Mr. Smee, as you walk into that room, it is a master bedroom from which you can tell. There's a double bed in there. Looks like it's been slept in. In fact, you know it's been slept in because there's a body in it.
Oh, good.
As you look around, you see a wardrobe, a table, and you see a desk with a journal open on it. A burnt out candle next to it. I assume you go look at the body?
Look at the journal first.
Look at the journal. The journal is about 3 days old. It's a man by the name of Walter. And he talks about how he has stabbed the stranger Smythe and done away with that bastard because he's killed his family.
Well, then.
And he's laid himself down to rest, and he will mourn and leave in the morning, mourn his family and leave in the morning to town to fetch help.
I will now go and investigate the body.
It looks like he wrote in that journal fairly regularly. As you investigate the body, it is an older man, gray hair, strong, solid like a farmer, and it is desiccated, like the horse.
Would you say it's been insanguinated?
That is something you can infer, yes. It's definitely been insanguinated.
I want to check the neck for marks.
Give me an investigation check.
19.
You find no marks.
Fuck this. I'm leaving the room quickly
All right.
with the journal.
All right, you grab the journal. All right,
As
we're all
I-
back.
As I come around the corner, I'm like, fuck this noise, fuck this place.
Yeah, as you're coming out of the room, Galfax and Murray, you see Smee coming around the corner just swearing up a storm.
Murray's not going to have
So-
any reaction. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, as soon as he sees Victor, he's just going to kind of go, like, skip run towards him and be like, look! And hold the figure up into your face. Look what we found!
That looks familiar. I knew a night like that once.
It's pretty cool,
Once.
right?
Pretty cool. I will read the journal entry. I didn't remember the name, so you'll have to.
You read it out loud. It is dated 3 days ago. I have killed that stranger Smythe, for he's brought death to my family. I shall leave in the morning to town to fetch the help as I mourn for them.
The old man is still in bed. He's dead. He's been insanguinated. Something drunk his blood.
That's not good.
Ew. That's kind of gross.
Dude, that's like harsh.
So, like, is it weird that part of me wants to see the guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Murray, not all things need to be seen in this life.
Sure they do, because then how do you know what there is out there?
Some things we can just take from the words of others.
Okay.
So what are you doing, Murray?
He's just standing there playing with the little figure that he had just recently shoved in Victor's face.
Murray, give me a wisdom check.
Okay. Erp. That will be 16.
Yes, you drastically hold down that urge to go around the corner and see the dead body.
For once.
For
Maybe-
one.
Yep. I really want to go look, but okay. Galfax is saying I should just take y'all's word for it. I'll believe you this time, but next time I get to go look.
Mhm.
Deal.
You see a door right next to you, and you got two doors on the south wall in this hallway. One door on the north, two doors on the south, or the exit behind you or in front of you. Is anybody going to do anything at this point?
So, like, what's in those rooms?
I guess Victor will open the door on the north.
You push past Mr. Wagglebum, and as you open the door, we'll find out when we come back from break. So, hang on, guys. Give us about 10 minutes so we can go get our snickety snacks, do what we need to do, take care of business, and we'll be back.
Clear.
And we're back. And due to technical difficulties, we're not going to be able to continue tonight. Unfortunately, some things have happened in the background that we're going to have to go offline to fix. That means you'll have to tune in next week to find out what happens from here. Because next week we'll continue this, and we'll see what Mr. Smee has found inside that room, that door he just opened. So thank you all for tuning in. Please tune in next week. Please tune in tomorrow night for the continuation of Bloodlines.
Maybe.
We'll see how things go.
Keep
We
an eye
get
on
this
social
fixed.
media.
Yep. See how things go. See if we can get this fixed. So just remember, if we'd like to go through real quick, remind everybody who we are, where we found at. Start with Murray.
Hi guys, this is Ames. I was playing Murray D. Wagglebum, and you can find me over on Twitter at LollyGFIFO.
Hey everyone, I'm Ren Matley. I'm the voice of Girk tonight, and you can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
Hi everyone, my name is Patrick. I was the voice of Galfax, and you can find me on Twitter at PeculiarPatrick.
And I'm Tier the DM. You can find me on Twitter at Tier_the_DM.
And I am Raff the Mad. I have been your DM so far, and I look forward to see you next week. I can be found Bianca Dragon 13,000 at Dice Deck Camp at Mastodon. And remember, times are tough, times are dark out there. Take care of one each other, take care of each yourselves. Remember, we're in this together. Be a torchbearer for someone else. Remember, we love you guys.